Okay, so I just want to tell a story real quick. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about Cutco and vector marketing. I got duped back in 2012. It was 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago. I didn't actually work for them, but I went to the training or the interviews and the first day where you're just still there filling out all these applications and there's mass meetings with people. I quickly caught on. Well, okay, let me back up. I applied for the job and then found out I got a call right after I applied and I was ecstatic. I was like, oh my god, that was easy. I'm going to get this job. But then I was a little curious, so I started Googling and doing internet research, and I was just hearing about how it was a scam. And so I was excited before, but then I was like, oh wow, it was kind of like slightly devastating. But you know, I decided to go to it anyway. Maybe, hey, hope for the best, right? So I go to the interview, and there's enough videos on here where people talk about what happens and how it is, so I'm not going to go into all that. The mass interviews, all the fucking shit that you have to go through with all the applications and everything. So I'm not going to go into all that. What I am going to say, though, is you know this place is a scam. Because, like I said, watch the other videos, but my own personal experience, when I decided, hey, I'm not going to do this, I'm just not going to go back to training, I'm not even going to tell them, I'm just not going to go. So, back then I didn't actually have my own phone. Me and my brother shared a phone. This was way back in 2012 when people had smartphones, but I didn't have a phone for years later just because I'm weird like that. So, I don't go to training, and they call my brother's phone, which it was mostly his, and they kept calling. They kept calling. And my brother's like, hey, these people keep calling, and this chick, she says she was your boss, and she wants you to show up to work. First off, she's not my boss because you're not actually an employee of that place, as these other videos on YouTube will tell you. You're an independent contractor. So, they kept calling, and I was like, okay, so I told my brother, I was like, Pat, when they call again, just say that I'm not available, tell them I'm at the bowling alley and I'm getting drunk. I told him to say that. So they called again, of course, and my brother told them that, he said, yeah, my brother's, he's at the bowling alley getting drunk right now, so he can't come to work. And the reason I have my brother say that is because that would be the end of it, right? No employer is going to, when they hear something like that, they're not going to try to get you to come work for them, because who's going to get drunk at a bowling alley and actually tell their employer that? But it didn't happen. The chick, I can't remember her name, she was like, okay, well, when he's done at the bowling alley, can you tell him he needs to come to work? So, that just tells you how illegitimate and fake this whole entire company is. I mean, I had my brother tell them I was getting drunk at a bowling alley, and they still wanted me to come to work. Anyways, I just thought that'd be a little fun story to tell you. Me and my brother laughed about it for years after that, and I've had actual real jobs since then. Sorry I was a little bit all over the place with this, but I just wanted to put my own little 2 cents out there with the whole vector marketing thing. Annie!